Now that we have trained our model, our SVM model is ready. The next thing that we need to do is how good our model is actually performing. That is, we need to evaluate our model. So, first of all, what I am going to do is I am going to predict out all everything in my X test, and then whatever predictions I'm getting, I'm gonna manage it. I'll look it out with Y test. Okay, let's start with the prediction first. So we are going to do prediction and evaluation. Let's name this column as that, create out new cell. Now, if you want to just check out the score, then what we can do is just put classifier dot score. You can check the score of X test and Y test. So let's look into the score. Okay. The score is 78%, which is quite good as for the initial case. Let's do the prediction. Predictions is equal to classifier dot predict, and then we are going to pass X test. Let's wait till it predicts everything. So let's do the predictions. Let's look into predictions. So yeah, this is an array of all the values. Okay, you can again concatenate it and check if you want to check, but right now I'm not gonna concatenate. Why is it? Because I have 9,000 values, and concatenating and looking into side by side as we did before is not quite possible, because this is a very large data set, bigger than much more than what we were facing before. Okay, so we have done the prediction part also. The next thing that we need to do is the evaluation part. So let's do the evaluation part. For that, we will be plotting out an confusion matrix and classification report. So from sklearn dot matrix, we are going to import classification matrix, classification report, and confusion matrix. Okay, successfully you have called out. Let's look into the classification report first. We are going to take y test, and then we are going to pass the predictions. Let's let's print it out. So we are getting 79%. Okay, and you can see that our model is performing really well. If you look, the precision, F1 score, and recall in zero for zero. Okay, for zero class, that is less than 50,000, but it is doing, or it is just giving poor results for the one. Okay, for the one class is more than 50K. Okay, so our model works poorly for one, as this is an imbalanced data set. Okay, but before looking into the imbalance part, let's look into our confusion matrix once. I'm going to do the same, copy out the same thing, paste it out, over here. Okay, so you can see there are a bunch of type 1 and type 2 error, 362 and 1587, and we know that our model is working very nice for uh, the zero class, that is for people who are having salary less than 50K dollars. Okay, $50,000, and the model is working poorly for people who are having salary more than 50K. Why is it that? So if you just look into y, what is our y is all the values, okay, zeros and ones, and if you check value counts, you will see that for 0 we have 23,000 data points. Okay, and for 1 we have really less data points. Okay, so this is an imbalanced data set. What is an imbalanced data set? When the data is not variated equally for each and every data points or classification points or classes. Okay, let's take an example of class dog classifier. So for class dog classifier, let's say we have 10,000 images for dog and 1,000 images for cat. Then when you build a model based on 10,000 images of dog and 1,000 images of class, then our model will do very well on classification of dogs, but might or will probably uh, poorly for pictures of cats, because our data is very much imbalanced. We don't have equal data points for both of the classes. So in these kind of scenario, one thing that you can do is you can look up some of the steps to handle imbalanced data set. Okay, there are some ways how we can handle imbalanced data set, or one thing that you could do is collect more data. So what I can do is collect more data for 1. Okay, for I am going to do a bit of more surveys, like probably I am going to take if I could get 5,000 more points from people by doing some sort of survey who are earning more than 50K, and ask the same questions from them: what are their age, gender, education number, and stuff. So as of now our model is working good, quite good. We are getting 79% accuracy, and that's a good start. So that was all about SVM. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked everything about the SVM algorithm. In our next video we are going to start with some new algorithm. So let's catch up in our next section.